Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish,
And SpecificPixel.
back again with the next installment of Final Fantasy VII. And when last we left off,
We were in the middle of a flashback where Cloud was telling us what happened at Nibelheim.
yeah, you remembered you have a flashback of your own to last week, last Monday.
And
So-
that was the first half that we did last week, and this week we're finishing up the second half and moving on with the plot.
Yes, because you did not manage to get all the way to the big cutscene TM, which
Right.
the classic moment that I think that you said you had not seen.
I have not.
Okay, so this will be a new experience for you. Well, let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Starting off on a high note with this one, so let's
Well,
finish up.
I don't know if I'd call it a high note.
Well, let's start this up and see where it goes then, shall we?
Yeah, because Texas, remember, she had been made to stay outside of the reactor by the Shinra guards.
Right.
There we go. They went back to Nibelheim. Sephiroth locked himself in his room and wouldn't even talk to Clou.
I'm sure he was heartbroken about it.
Yes. Then he vanished. Yep. Because, of course, when someone like Sephiroth goes missing, you have to go look for him. The Shinra Mansion.
Oh, that place. Okay. I was wondering who lived there. Apparently nobody. Plot was there.
Yeah, it used to be like an administrative building, I think, that they built to, like when the Mako reactor was under construction. The people who were directing and overseeing that stayed in this mansion. Is the presumption.
Ah, and here we are.
Now, this is like there's not going to be too many random encounters or anything around here.
Okay.
And I don't think that any of the items are stuff that you can pick up and keep, because again, this is a flashback, so it's going to be just like you've been playing up to this point. So
Right.
you just need to figure out where you're going.
Basically find Sephiroth.
Yeah. And yes, that is correct. Shinra's name was inspired by the Japanese word for God. Apparently, because they were searching for the promised land, and so, you know, it's that overreaching, bottomless thirst for power that they have. There you go. Ta-da.
Oh, well, okay. Just run your face right into a wall.
No, it's fine. His hair will get there before the rest of him does. So.
Lord, that's true. Ooh, what's down here? Ooh, what's down here? Skeletons. Skeletons are down
Someone
here.
left some skeletons.
This is not a closet. This is not where you put skeletons.
We don't believe in closets on this channel anyway.
Oh, hello.
Generally speaking, unless someone, you know, has to choose that for themselves. There we go. An apparently dead organism found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum, which they named Genova. And Professor Gast is the one who dug her up originally. Use of Mako Reactor 1. So you see that digging up and studying Genova is what originally gave Professor Gast the idea for the Mako reactors. There him go.
Yep.
This cutscene has a lot packed into it, honestly. Yeah, see?
I'm sure it's totally a coincidence, Sephiroth.
Unrelated.
Don't read too much into it and go crazy and stuff.
Yeah, Professor Gast was sort of his father figure.
That makes sense. Hey, buddy. You okay? I'm just here to check on you. Okay, then. Bye.
Alright, I guess I'll leave then.
You want a soda or something? No? Okay. I'm gonna go poke around here, I guess.
There's not really a whole lot to do here right now, but you will need to remember this place.
Okay.
For later.
Sure you don't want nothing? Okay, I'm leaving. Well, my job here is done.
No. I like the transition here where it's showing like him going through the records and you see him kind of breaking down over a very short period, and the like you know, the stacks of books and stuff demonstrate the progress visually. Ooh, ominous music.
Ooh, is this where we're gonna finally listen to ominous Latin chorus?
Ominous Latin chorus.
Guys, I heard some ominous music out here. What's going on?
They're like, it's fine, it's not diegetic. Yeah, that's just them kind of standing guard. Yeah, you gotta go back in and speak with Sephiroth again. There you go. Straight back down the hallway.
Hey, boss. Something's up. No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Fading back into the foreground.
Oh, did I miss a joke?
Yeah, something real funny happened.
Dang it. I'm always last to hear these things.
Oh, he neatly replaced all of the books.
Who do you think?
It me.
Wait, what? What did I do?
Says Clou. It's like, I will explain to you exactly what I mean. Let me lay some exposition on you. Yeah, now this, of course, it's not a spoiler that he's getting some of his facts confused because Shinra already had some of the wrong information.
Okay.
That's all I'll say for now. So yes, they believe he's thinking that the Cetra were like a spacefaring race, that they would settle a planet and then leave, and they were looking for the promised land. Some losers didn't want to do that. They wanted to to pick one planet and stay. Psh, God. Yep. Those are your ancestors. Cloud's like,
Still doesn't explain how I'm a traitor.
A disaster, you say? Struck the planet, you say?
Okay.
So, Yeah. See, so according to the information he has and what he believes, is that basically the people who wanted to stop migrating and just kind of settle, were like lazy people who wanted an easier life, and they devolved into humans.
I see.
And then when disaster struck the planet, the humans let the Cetra die in order to save the planet while they hid. And then when they came out of hiding, of course, the Cetra were gone and the humans were all that was left. That's an oversimplification, but, close enough.
Yeah, so what does this have to do with you, Sephiroth?
Don't you get it? No, that's
why
I'm
asked.
asking. Saying he thinks Jenova was a Cetra.
Ah.
Because that's what the reports say, and that's what Professor Gast originally thought. The Jenova Project. Yep. The idea was to recreate the Cetra and bring them back.
Okay. Alright. So they made Sephiroth using Jenova.
How did he... Well, you see, Clou, when a man loves a woman... Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. And there comes the music.
Hey, wait. No, come back. We can talk about this.
This is such an iconic scene, and that line is what starts it all. I mean, yeah, because Hojo is absolutely that kind of person. Honestly.
Sephiroth! Come back!
Here we go.
Oh,
Boom.
Lord. This is unnecessary. This is not how I left this.
What a question. You're still sane, right? Come help me. Yeah, look at this. And, yep, better check that house.
Wait, wasn't that Cloud's house?
Yep, that was his mom's house. Man. And there he is with the glowing Mako eyes. That's it. One of the most iconic cutscenes in gaming. Yeah, very emotionally charged here.
Oh, here we are again.
So we find out, of course, as we move along, that some of what Sephiroth has come to learn is correct, but he gets it twisted.
Is that why he's crazy? If he had the correct information, would he be saner?
I think that he would still have been very upset. I don't know if he would have snapped, because it depends on your perspective of, like, what part of what he learned caused him to go mad. And here's poor Texas. Yeah, Sephiroth killed her dad.
Well, that explains why she joined Avalanche.
Yep, you remember this cutscene from earlier, right?
Yeah. Nothing.
And yeah, I mean, the setup of all these reactors is wild. Yeah, and this is so creepy, this part. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open the door. Poor Texas. She's got guts, though. Look at that. Her dragging that huge sword up
Kick
there.
his ass. Oh, God. How's she still alive?
Yeah.
Ow.
Honestly, like, that's something that doesn't get enough credit. You know, that doesn't get talked about enough, is that Tifa took a direct hit from Sephiroth. And, you know, as a kid, now keep in mind she'd been training somewhat under Zangan, but she was not the Tifa that's in your party now, not yet. And so it's really impressive that, you know, she managed to get hit in the face with his sword and didn't die from it.
I guess this is Cloud's time to be the knight in shining armor he promised to be.
Yeah, like she said, you know, you promised you'd come when I was in trouble. Here we go.
Ah, I guess that's her with her head.
Yeah, Sephiroth is very pitiable, which is wild when you consider how, you know, evil he is. You could write a whole master's thesis about the psychology of Sephiroth. Yep. The traitors are back, Mom. He thinks that because Genova is supposedly a Cetra, you know, she was meant to be the inheritor of this world anyway. There we go, but those worthless creatures, stealing the planet from Mother. Now I'm here with you, so don't worry.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Nobody liked that.
Hmm.
Everyone disliked that, minus 50. Yep, this is where he goes full on psychopath. I shouldn't say that, but definitely mad. Man.
I trusted you. How could you go completely insane like this on me?
Yep. Just not the Sephiroth I used to know.
No.
Epilepsy warning, perhaps.
Oh, God.
I think I actually probably should put like a flashing lights warning on some of the Final Fantasy VII videos, perhaps.
And that's the end of the story. Everything kind of flashed white for a second, and then we ended up here.
I love that Barrett's just like, now wait a second.
No way.
I don't remember what happened
That's
next.
it. I don't remember anymore. I mean, absolutely not.
There you go. When the corporations own the media, you can't trust anything they say.
This is true.
Yeah, this is all like a case study in, no matter what has happened to you, your trauma is never an excuse to hurt other people. Texas is just like, I made it too. And Genova was in the Shinra building. You saw it. With minus her head, of course.
Yeah.
It's missing from the Shinra building. Well, yeah. Sephiroth came and got it.
Yeah, there's a lot of loose ends to that flashback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Barrett on this one. None of this makes any sense. There he goes. He wasn't kidding.
You can go ahead and just tell him sure. Doesn't make much difference because the flashback is over.
Okay.
Lord, says Clou. Clou? Why didn't I die?
Good question. I don't know. That should have cut you in half.
Yeah. Sephiroth and myself, yes, they are related in some fashion. I was so sad when I thought you were going to die.
Thank you,
People
Clifford.
can't just go around announcing how they feel. That makes me angry. How did Clifford beat you down here?
I don't know. Man, people have teleportation powers they're not sharing with me. What is a PHS?
It is canonically, according to other media, such as the Advent Children film, it's a cell phone.
Oh.
And even when they use it and access it in game, then like you'll see Cloud raise his hand to the side of his head like he's speaking on a cell phone. So I don't actually know for sure what it says. Yeah, pretty handy setting, or I think it's some. I really don't know. I can only guess, and I don't know that it's ever actually said. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Personal something service, personal handheld system or something.
Oh, time to snoop around people's houses. Y'all got any treasure for me?
Hey, y'all got any treasure in here? Yeah, that seems pretty right. Personal hand phone system. So I was close when I said handheld. Because of course, keep in mind that this was, this game's from 1997, right?
Yeah.
So cell phones were not nearly as ubiquitous 23 years ago as they are today, and smartphones certainly were not a thing yet. So, and especially considering that this game has kind of a diesel punk setting. Yes, there are computers, and there are even some things like semi-holographic displays and so on, but smartphones were just not quite something that they were envisioning.
There's a dog.
There is. Secret dog.
Why do you keep your dog in a closet, sir?
The dog is gay. You just released him.
Oh.
He's free now
Found an ether.
to be out in the open. Yeah, can't open that.
Not without the key.
There are a few other items here scattered around town, and some shops as well, so now that you're free to explore Calm, you can find them all. A suspicious-looking man in a black cloak with a sword. He just wandered by and I saw him, because that's how plot works.
Peacemaker?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
You can go to item to see weapons and armor and things like that. Oop.
No, don't you do that.
Yeah, you went up one too far.
Sensitivity.
There you go. So you can see even weapons and armor that you can't equip.
Ah, Peacemaker. It's a gun.
It is a gun. It is gun.
Who uses gun?
Clifford.
Lord. Listen, I
He
may not
holds-
know a lot about the game, but I know that Clifford doesn't use guns.
No, it's fine. He holds it in his mouth, like.
What does he pull the trigger with his tongue?
Yeah, like the dog with the knife from Persona 3.
Oh my god.
God, my brother's so embarrassing. I could just puke. Oh, he's so stupid.
That's real sibling talk right there,
Yeah, that
honestly.
Well, I mean, look at his bangs.
Oh my god.
I mean, he has the hair for it, right? He's training his hair to also be, like, appropriate for a protagonist.
Listen, if you want to be a protagonist in these games, you either need to have hair antenna or spikes. That's it. Those are your only options.
Rufus was badly hurt. Cloud's just like, I don't
care.
I think most of the shops are up on the upper level there. But this is such a nice little peaceful town. Probably why it's called Calm.
Oh, I didn't want to talk to you again. You have a door over here under your stairs. Aha!
Yeah, there are several ethers hidden around town like that, which is great because at this stage of the game they're definitely useful and they're expensive. So
Yeah, I've already used a couple. Nothing.
And this really takes me back. These environments, these PS1 environments with the way that they're rendered, the furniture in the background, just the appearance of all of it. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of the point. It's meant to show you, compared to Midgar, how peaceful the rest of the world is on the outside.
What you got for me, old man?
It's all the stuff that you could buy previously.
Don't have any antidotes. I should probably buy a few of those.
Probably not a bad idea. Buy 2 or 3 just to be sure.
Is this one of those games where being poisoned in battle persists outside of it?
Yes, most status effects will persist outside of battle, including things like angry, sad, blind, and so forth.
Ooh.
Yep, new materia.
Well,
Speaking of being poisoned, in addition to being able to buy more poison materia, you can also now buy heal. And
is that like Asuna?
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll definitely want at least one of those, because where Restore gives you cure spells, the heal materia is the one that's going to give you Isuna and similar.
Okay.
You already bought an earth materia, so that's it. For now, that's probably all you need. You could buy more poison materia, but since you don't have an added effect blue support materia, I don't know that I would spend all of my money on that. Yeah,
Besides, we gotta buy weapons.
Yeah, that's the one on the other side of the world, you know, Disarray.
Cannonball, Mithril Claw. A full metal staff.
Yep.
Nice.
Too bad she's not an alchemist. All right, so Bareth and Texas and Clow, of course, still are wearing carbon bangles. Now, the cannonball is a melee weapon, just to be clear.
Oh, okay.
So it's showing an upgrade from the assault rifle and attack power, but it does take away his ranged attack. And remember that you stole those atomic scissors?
Yeah.
Yep. So those are actually better than the cannonball.
Oh, good. Then I won't bother buying it.
Yep. So if you want to give him a weapon upgrade, you can give him the atomic scissors. Just keep in mind they are also, of course, a melee weapon.
Okay. I think for right now, I'll just buy the staff and the claws then.
Yep, because since you stole a hard edge, all that hard work pays off here, where the mithril saber is actually a downgrade.
Nice.
So you get to save quite a bit of cash. Pretty nice. Yeah, it really is very strange that you can just go into a shop and, like, purchase prosthetic weapons for him.
Yeah, see, that's something of this game that's always bugged me, is who's making arm cannons?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fair. Like, if I was going to have an arm replaced, I would be upset if it wasn't a missile launcher, frankly. But at the same time, who is producing these? And they're mass-produced in shops because you can buy more than one. Oh, don't forget to equip your new heal and earth materia, too.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Don't know who's got an empty slot.
Well,
Jolene
and Texas do right now, since I just upgraded their weapons.
Oh, do you have another... Is that another all materia?
Yeah, I've got 2.
Oh. Oh, that's right. You equipped it so it would get AP.
Yeah.
That's why it's like that. You could take that off and give it to Jolene to pair with her restore materia. Because now she has additional...
That?
Nope, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Okay. That's a good idea. Why do you have both of them on, anyway?
Because she had... Yeah. There you go. Excellent. Earth. Heal.
That seems good.
What's Cloud got?
He's also got an all materia.
Well, yeah, but it's attached to restore, so we know why.
Enemy skill, steel, cover, poison, and fire.
Okay, cool. I think that's a pretty good setup.
Yeah, looking good right now.
And you know, actually, that's an interesting theory because, yeah, the war between Midgar and Wutai did happen. So maybe you had quite a few people who were coming back, like Bareth, you know, missing an arm or leg or something. And so they actually did make some gun arms and things for them. Especially if that would get them back into the fight on Midgar's side. Yeah.
Lots of people painting Avalanche in a bad light.
Yeah, remember the propaganda is working. Stay out of the kitchen.
Fine.
Can't go back there.
Bye. I think that's everywhere.
That's pretty much it.
Well,
Time to get along, little doggies.
Guess it's time to get out then, yeah.
Yep, you bought all your upgrades, so...
Well, the game hasn't told me where to go, so...
You do have some clues, but mostly what you're going to do is you're going to want to look at your world map down there in the corner.
Yeah, I can see the little dots that I guess represent cities, right? Okay.
Or not necessarily cities, but places you can interact with. So you just want to head to the next one.
I guess that's that one all the way over to the east.
Yep. So kind of southeast-ish. And you'll see as you run that, like, the world map is pretty sizable, but it's not quite as big as it looks because you can see how quickly you're moving towards that other, like, point of interest.
Right.
So, of course, there's going to be random encounters out here. Ooh, kill that thief-looking guy first. He's one of those that will steal your stuff. Yep.
That's Texas.
See, there he goes. He tried it. Oh, hey, try your blue magic.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't gotten to cast it yet. There you go. So now you can try Matra Magic. Ta-da. Cloud just fires missiles at everything.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
He just farts out a bunch of missiles.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for me to just shoot missiles at everything all the time now. Oh, yay, levels.
Nice. So, you'll love the place that you're heading next.
Oh, will I?
Yes. Recognize those tracks?
Oh, I know that. This is Chocobo country.
There you go.
Yes!
There they go. Look at their little dance. Wark. You better wark, 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 wark. Okay, so now this is actually important since you're talking to this chocobo.
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to the chocobo is important?
Yeah, it actually is.
Okay.
So, it doesn't matter what you say, really.
It doesn't?
No, not really. Just wark. Watch.
Oh god, they all stopped.
Da, 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 da.
Well, this is adorable. Look at him go.
They're warking it. Got a wark, bitch.
Oh.
Yep.
Choco Mog Materia.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a summon?
That is your first summon materia.
Oh, well, must put that on.
It is very silly.
Jolene.
Yep, she has the elemental materia on, of course, and then she has both fire and lightning, so you could replace one of her spell attack materia if you wanted, or the elemental defense.
No, we're definitely doing the elemental defense. Trading that out.
Summon materias, of course, have powerful effects, but they also have powerful, like, adjustments to your statistics as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Most spell materia is going to, we already covered this, is going to reduce your hit points, and it's going to increase your magic and your MP. Chocomog is very silly, but it's also cute.
That was fun. And I got cool treasure for it. Awesome.
Yep. I love this track, too. This music is great. Choco Bill. So yes, you need to get across the marshes.
Oh, well then yeah, I am thinking of crossing the marshes.
Yeah, no joke, that's why we're here. Yep.
The Midgar Zolom?
So, you'll see when we get there. But the Midgar Zolom is an enemy that appears on the world map. There you go.
That's a big snake.
Mm-hmm.
That is too much snake.
There you go. See?
Okay.
It can sense when you're there, and it strikes you. Yep, because unlike a normal random encounter, the Midgar Zolom actually appears as a sprite on the world map.
Oh,
and,
not right now, no.
Yeah, you can stay here as well if you need to. But you have to outrun it, and it actually moves faster than you do on the world map.
Hence why you would need a chocobo, because they move faster than it.
Exactly, a chocobo can outrun it. So you either have to fight the Midgar Zoloms as you go across to the Mithril Mines, or you have to get a chocobo to outrun them. Now, it is possible to just fight the Zoloms, right?
Would they absolutely wipe me out right now?
They might not, but they would definitely be very difficult. Like, you would probably need to level grind in order to take one, because they are deliberately tough at this point in the game to try and force you to get a chocobo.
Well, I love riding chocobos, so that sounds like a good excuse to me.
It also has an enemy skill as well, so you'll want to come back later.
I'm sorry, out of luck? Also old folks?
Yeah, Cloud just like, excuse me. And yes, exactly. Like you'll have to come back at some point and fight a Midgarzolem to get its blue magic, but
Go out and catch one.
yeah, go get your own chocobo, says this kid.
Okay.
Yup.
A materia specifically designed to lure chocobos to you.
Yup.
Okay.
There
It's
you
a
go.
rock that smells really good, and they love it.
I have done it without maxing out Jolene's limit breaks, but it's very difficult because by the time that you grind to the point that the Midgarzolem is a reasonable battle, a challenge that you can fight, even if it's kind of like a boss fight, you're going to be high enough level that her limit break's probably going to be maxed out anyway. There you go. You're learning all about chocobos. Don't make them mad. I think that's it. Haha.
Sure, I guess. You're gonna make me.
Yeah, but thou must. Unfortunately, I don't think you have enough cash.
Oh,
Because you
dang
just
it.
came from Calm. Yep. So this is where you're going to have to grind a little bit.
Well, shoot. Okay. Hopefully I don't run into one of the giant worms, and this is where we cut to, in the future, just a few minutes, where I scream as I'm fighting a giant worm.
Well, the Midgarzolem only appears in a specific area, so if you don't go into the swamps, you won't see them.
Okay.
Head down to the southeast.
Southeast?
Yeah, kind of south-ish, but
This
southeast.
way.
There you go. Okay, see where it changes?
Yeah.
Where the ground changes color?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go too far in. Just look at it. Okay, see this area is where the Midgarzolem can spawn. If you go a little bit further south, you'll see the actual marshes.
Right down in there with
Mhm.
its darker green?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will appear
Oh.
they'll appear as a slithering shadow on the ground.
I really don't like these mole ostriches.
And yeah, I know that the actual marsh is kind of the other direction, but I'm showing him the color. These ostrich things are awful. Molestriches. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. There you go. See, it won't take that much to get the money. But see, you can see here where like
Yeah.
the shadow of the mountains is that makes it look like a darker color. So
Yeah.
the swamp is going to look like that.
Okay.
And it's kind of over to the west. And the Midgarzolems will spawn there. And they don't spawn outside of that zone. So as long as you don't go over there, you're fine. Ooh, back attack. Ooh.
Gross.
Yeah. If you hit the shoulder buttons, I think then you try to escape, and it'll turn you around. Missile fart. Get 'em. And of course, since you have to go back to the Chocobo farm anyway, you can stay at the inn there as well. So.
Just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Give me something with a lot of gold.
There you go. See, there's the marshes.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, when you see the ground change color, just like those different delineations of different colors of grass. And if you go over there, you'll kind of, like if you step on the edge,
Yeah.
you might see a Midgarzolem coming for you, and then you can step back off. Angry grass.
More missiles.
These actual Pokemon. Honestly, didn't do very much.
That's okay. I'm sure this will.
Time to cut the grass. Boom. With their little spidery legs down at the bottom, it's like, bleh.
They're gonna come for you.
They just have high magic resistance.
That seems to be it.
Yeah. Boom.
Whack.
Yep. Have you noticed too that the special effects of your attack changes a little bit based on the weapon that you have equipped?
I have noticed that. I like that touch.
Mm-hmm. Just a bit.
What's a Lassen nut?
Nuts are a chocobo item. It's not something that you'll really need right now,
okay,
but something for the future. So, and of course, your inventory is bottomless, so there's no need to.
Oh, good.
To worry about. Like, you can hang on to that, and you'll have it for the future. There you go.
Yes, I'm bleeding internally. Please put me to bed. Sounds fine.
These pillows and mattresses are stuffed with 100% Phoenix down.
Huh.
That's why they heal everything, you know, when you stay there. Yeah, the hard edge is much shorter than, like, the Buster Sword or the Mithril Saber. What?
Ah, dang it.
What?
I spent 100 gold, which means I don't have the 2,000 I need to buy the materia.
Nice.
Back out I go.
Nice. Go over there and step to the swamp. You'll see what I mean. Don't go too far in, no.
Ah!
There it is, see?
My goodness, no! I hate everything about that. That was fast.
Yeah, and it is much less pleasant at the speed the game was actually intended to run than... Oh, nice. I forgot that was a blue magic skill you could learn here. So cool. You picked that up. But yeah, it was. It's a lot more terrifying when the game is running the way it was supposed to than when, like, back in the day, I first played this and my graphics card was just kind of chugging along.
Right.
And then the Midgar Zolom was chasing me in slow motion, so I felt like I could more easily get away from it. Boom.
Oh my goodness, that hurt.
I'm glad that you fought these, actually, that one more random encounter that you may have missed, and we would have gone on without level 4 suicide.
That sounds like not a great magic ability to know.
It's kind of like level 5 death.
Okay, so it's an instant death ability.
I don't remember if it's instant death. You can check the description of the ability. But it definitely deals massive damage to any creature whose level is divisible by 4. That's why it didn't affect your characters.
Okay.
See, is because everybody's like level 15 or level 13, level 14. None of those are divisible by 4. Yeah, you'll need to buy greens as well.
Okay.
Now, of course, the best type here is going to be the Mimic greens.
Which I don't have enough money for.
Right.
I barely have enough money for the Karaka greens.
Do you recognize these from Final Fantasy XIV as well? This is where a lot of these came from.
Yeah, I definitely recognize Kraka and Tantal.
Mm-hmm. Curiel root.
I don't recognize that one, but I think that's mostly because I haven't run across that item.
Mm-hmm. All of these. Neat. I think this is the first game where the different types of greens came from. Mm-hmm. Although don't quote me, but I believe this is where they came into the series. And then they've been there ever since. So.
I think I'm going to go get some more money and get something a little bit better than Karaka.
Hey, it can't hurt because, it just means more experience points for you as well. So, and you can do some stuff like, since you'll probably want to stay at the inn again anyway, if you're going to have to fight a couple more battles, then that means that you're free to... try out your Choco Mog materia and so on as well.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that. Okay, what? Ah, dang it. I forgot Jolene's at half health. Ah, dang it, it's a back attack.
Hit your shoulder buttons there. The upper ones. Oh, it's not working.
That did not work. Nope.
Huh. Well, these controls are a little wonky, so no harm done. It's just if you try to escape, they'll turn automatically. But yeah, Steam doesn't want to play nice with this controller, so...
That's gonna be real bad if I want to escape at some point. Oh, before... Almost did it again. There we go.
Now remember, don't use up all your potions. You have healing magic.
Yeah, but then I just have to use up all my ether whenever I run out of MP.
No, because you've got an inn that you can stay at that will restore you anyway, so... If you're going to do that before you go, rely on your spells. Because if you're going to stay at the inn regardless before you move along, you know, then that way you'll still have your potions for later, basically.
Okay. These things keep dropping high potions, which I'm not angry about.
No, I mean, that's a great replacement for the potions that you're using. You feel more confident about spending those items. They're going to replace them with a better one? Sure.
Need a little bit more money. Chocomog, let's see what that looks like. Oh my god, it has a little bandana on.
Yep.
Well, that was adorable.
That is ridiculous, and I love it. And check that out. Really close to another level, too.
Yep. I'm gonna go in one more battle, and that should give me enough to buy the greens that I want.
Yep. And to stay at the end, too.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, the Mimette greens are the highest quality greens that they sell here, but they are not absolutely necessary to catch a chocobo. So, since you've worked so hard for this cache, if you want to buy, like, Gisal greens or something instead and save some of your money, no harm done. You have that option. Love it. Love it.
That's just so good.
It's very silly.
I can't wait to see the other summons.
Yeah, and there are plenty of them in this game. Very nice.
Perfect.
All right. I'm going to pop over to the inn first.
No, I'm going to buy my greens first because I want to make sure I have them.
That's fair. You can actually catch a chocobo even without greens. Greens just make it easier.
I'm all about that.
So like I said, you don't have to blow all of your money on the Mimette greens. You can scroll down, you can grab the Gisal greens or Kraka greens if you want. Because what they do is they distract the chocobos so that you have longer to kill the other enemies in order to capture the chocobo.
Alright.
You'll see what I mean in a minute.
How about Tantal greens then?
Sure, yeah, I mean, it's your choice. They'll all work.
Should I buy more than one?
For now, I'd say let's try one and hopefully you'll get it on the first try.
Okay.
And we can move right on along. You will definitely want to stay at the end, though.
Yeah.
Just because once you get on a chocobo, if you get off of it and dismount, it runs away and you'll have to catch another one. So what you don't want to do is get stuck on the far side of the marshes with no chocobo and then have no inn to rest at and no place to go.
Right.
All right. Chocobo time. All right, so head out to the main
I'm gonna
menu.
wrangle me a chocobo.
Okay, so there's chocobo tracks right here. So go into your menu. You will have to pick a materia slot for somebody that you're not using. Yeah, like his steel materia or maybe the sense materia for someone since you're not really using that.
That's a good idea. I think, yeah, Texas has it.
Okay, there you go. So Now, Chocobo Lure is good because as a passive, it still gives you an increase to your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the higher it levels up, not only does the stat increase work better, but also you are more likely to encounter Chocobos.
Okay.
So leveling it up is worthwhile if you're going to use Chocobos a lot. We'll get into that later. For right now, you've got it equipped. Go ahead and save, since you can save anywhere on the world map. You've done a lot of work. We don't want you to lose it.
Yep, remember to save your game often.
There you go. All right, so now all you have to do is, with the Chocobo Lure materia equipped, run back and forth on top of the Chocobo tracks.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we'd have to go into, like, magic and actually, like, use it like an item or something.
Nope, because it's a purple materia, right? So its effect is passive. There you go. Okay, so first thing, go to your items as soon as it's the first person's turn. Find your greens. Uh-oh.
Oh, did it run away?
Yep, he already left.
Dang it.
Well...
Oh, they're at the bottom anyway, so...
No.
Well, fine.
You can hear how the battle music has changed to the Chocobo theme, too. Boom. Alright, we'll get through this and then try it again. Now, what may help you is to adjust your battle settings just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, right now, one of the things that you've got it set to do is that where it's ATB,
Right.
the battle keeps going even while you're in your menus. So go down to config. Alright, and see there where it's got ATB, active, recommended, and wait. Change it to wait. There you go. That way, when you have a menu open, it stops the fight.
Okay, that does help.
Yeah, everyone's bars are paused. That'll give you time to locate your greens. And you saw how quickly it ran for it. So what you need to do is, when the Chocobo appears in the battle, use greens on it to distract it, and that extends the time for which it will stick around.
Oh.
Then kill the other monsters, and when the Chocobo is the only thing left, you'll have it. That's how you capture it.
Tantal greens on Chocobo.
Mm-hmm. So don't use any multi-hit attacks like your summons or like Matra magic. And don't hit the Chocobo, and you'll see as long as it is in that, as long as it's in that animation, it's distracted.
I can still use magic, just not...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't use it to hit the Chocobo.
Right.
Here we go, that should be it. There you go, caught a Chocobo.
Nice. All right.
Well done. Very nice.
I'm gonna name him... Phil.
Phil the Chocobo?
Yes.
So there you go. So you're only going to have Phil until you get off of him. And then Phil's going to leave. So when you hit cancel,
I like to imagine
gone.
that the next time I catch one, it will also be Phil.
I mean, they can all be Phil if you like. Phil the first, Phil the second.
All right, so now...
All right, take a good look down
Yeah,
there
I
at
see
where you're headed.
another little place of interest way down there. Oh, God,
Mhm.
there's the snake.
Yep. But you move faster than he does, so you can maneuver. There you go. See,
Go
he cannot
away.
catch you.
Oh, God.
There you go. That's where you needed to be.
Okay.
Oop.
Oh, no.
And now you get to see a Midgar Zolom.
Oh, good, it's dead. Oh, God, it's huge.
Boom. Yeah, just to kind of show you, A, what the Zolom is and what you would be facing, you know, because, of course, at this point, they've really built it up to be a monster. You know, you had to go through all of this and use special mechanics to catch a Chocobo to evade these things because fighting them would be suicide.
Right, and here's one that's just dead, so...
Exactly. Well, not just dead, but, like he killed...
Like he skewered it.
Yeah, like he killed the hell out of it.
I'm gonna have to get off Phil, aren't I?
Yes. Yep. That cutscene was a one-time thing to show you Sephiroth has been here.
Bye, Phil.
And now you get to head on into the Mithril Mines.
Okay. So over here. A battle, apparently. Oh, ugh.
Those weird little, like, sort of crabby things. Don't like it. Don't care for it. Nasty.
Is that going to be enough to take them out? Yes, good. I'm really liking Macho Magic. Missiles for the win.
It's a good skill, because it is a magic attack, but where it's untyped damage, that really helps to bypass a lot of resistances.
Yay,
Another
items.
ether. Nice.
Ooh, and a tent.
Oh, free tent.
Always useful. And,
Hey, yeah, you found it. Nice. There's a real treat up here.
Ooh, materia. Long range materia.
Yep.
Does that mean I can put someone like Cloud in the back row and they don't lose any of their like range abilities?
You got it. Anyone who has that equipped, their attack counts as long range. So that means that they deal full damage from the back row. They deal full damage to enemies in the back row. And they can hit enemies that otherwise you would not be able to hit. Like, you remember the elevator battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
When only Bareth was able to shoot across to the other elevator and everyone else had to use magic or limit breaks.
Right.
So if you have long range, then someone like Clou or Texas will be able to actually hit across that gap, or Clifford or so on.
Well, I think I definitely want this on Texas.
Well, trade out the chocobo lure materia. You don't need it anymore.
Yeah. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then I can put her in the back row.
Yep, if you like.
Order, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go. Cool.
Very nice. Now, long range, you may have noticed too, only has 2 levels, but it takes a lot of AP to level up because
Yeah, I noticed
it's a really good buff. So, I mean, it takes an enormous amount, like 80,000,
Oh.
because of what it does. I mean, you consider how powerful that is. But what that also means is that you only have to level it up 1 time for it to become max level and for you to get an additional long-range materia that spawns off of it.
Cool. You run them over.
There them go.
I'm never gonna get tired of that.
No, it's great. Very nice.
Aw, no items. Oh well.
It's alright, plenty of experience and money, though.
Yeah?
And AP.
That's good.
Go the other way first. I think it's a dead end.
This way?
Yep,
Oh,
treasure chest. There you go. Oh, a mind source.
what's a mind source?
Anytime that you find a source, that item is something you can use on a character, and it will permanently increase that stat by a small amount.
Ah, okay. Yeah, might as well.
Yep, might as well.
Well, okay.
I think she has a status effect on. I think it gave her darkness. Maybe. Hey!
Oh, hey, my all leveled up.
Oh, all right. That's your original one from the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That you got for free in the training room, I think.
Thought I saw something up here, but I guess I was incorrect.
Be a good place to put something, but no, unfortunately.
Ah, dang it, it's Turks. That sounds bad.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I just said.
I don't care. Of course I know, I just don't respect you. Kidnapping, right?
I mean, yeah.
Rude's like, well, I hate that, but yes.
Oh, you guys got a promotion. Cool. Not gonna explain any more than that? Oh, hello. Who are you? Elena. Alright.
The Turks are your Team Rocket in this game, like absolutely. And so this is a very anime thing where Rude is like trying to be tough and intimidating, and then it's just all ellipses, and Elena comes in and it's like, "Sir, it's fine. I know you don't like long speeches, so don't force it. Like, I got this." And she jumps down and like does a Power Ranger pose and says their motto or whatever. Yeah, the implication here is that Elena got promoted into the Turks because you beat the crap out of Rufus, or Reno back at the support pillar.
Oh, okay. Oh, less okay. Sang.
Yep. Elena's just like, oh. It's like, stop expositing.
They've got you monologuing. Quit that.
Also, remember your paperwork.
And it better be laminated.
See?
Well, thanks for that. Now I know where I'm going.
Saying is just like, Elena, please. Please, Elena. He's just like, Lord.
There they go.
See?
Aww,
It's
sweet.
canon. Reno has a huge crush on Clou.
He even wants to give us a new weapon.
The fans love it. Jolene. 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 I'm begging of you.
Please don't hit me with your staff.
Jolene's like, I'm sorry? I'm sorry?
Yeah, because if Sephiroth wasn't around, we'd still be trying to kidnap you.
She's like, that's really weird. Let me put it like this then. Don't get in our way.
That sounds more in character and makes me feel more comfortable, thank you. Okay. Item.
It's like, thank you. I don't like it when you get outside of character. You've got to stay on brand, Turks.
Okay, time to go get in their way.
They really are 100% your Team Rocket, though.
Oh, good. I was hoping for a Team Rocket.
All right, so you're through the mountains.
All right. What's over here? Another battle, apparently.
All kinds of new enemies to
goodness,
fight.
what is this?
Boom.
That didn't seem to do anything.
I think it inflicts a status effect.
I don't care about that.
Have you gotten to try your Earth materia out?
Oh, not yet. You're right, I should.
There you go.
Aw, dang it. Kill Stiller.
That's all right. Oh, hey, she got her next limit break.
Seal Evil, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds cool.
And remember, you can pop into the menu to see what it does.
It's over here in Magic, right? Ah, no, under Limit.
And just do it a check. There you go.
Strains that stop the magic of all. Oh, so they can't cast magic.
Yep, it basically silences everyone.
Nice. Well, alright then.
You should be ready to get some level 2 limit breaks here pretty soon.
I'd say so. What is that?
That is Fort Condor.
Okay. Talk to me, man.
This is a side quest, basically. Yeah, you're headed to Junon, but you can stop off first and do this.
Okay.
Junon is to the west, so...
Well, should I stop and help him?
I mean, absolutely. Why not?
Alright.
After all, they're fighting Shinrin, so are you. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And you can rest here, and there's also an item shop, but you have to agree to help them, you know, before you can access that anyway. They don't have a lot to buy here. Like, I think they only have items and materia that you already have access to, but it's the first shop that you come to on this side of the mountains, of course. And also, the inn here is free. Yeah, your eyes are different. Got the Mako eyes.
We're here to get involved.
Yeah, a battlefield.
Means they're about to fight, Jolene. Keep up. I guess. Hey, it looked like a giant eagle statue.
It's not a statue. It's a condor.
Okay. And a reactor, huh?
Yep, it's a giant bird. Now, of course, in our world, condors are just large birds. You know, in here, they're very large birds. I feel like they're the equivalent of...
A
like,
rock?
A rock, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, a bird that big, it's gonna leave an awfully big mess if it stays up there.
Yep, this Mako reactor is being used to condense some very special materia.
Which I better get for this.
Yep. So this kind of helps to, you know, reinforce your mission.
Okay.
Do you want to join us in our fight?
Sure, alright.
Yep, go for it. Alright, so you can take that ladder over there and go down and rest in the bottom bedroom for free, and then save it as well.
I love a free inn.
Right? I love being able to rest for free.
For like a split second, I almost sang the Pokemon healing song instead.
Okay. Now, once you have saved it here,
Yeah.
Basically this section is a mini game.
Oh, another one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this game is full of those. All right. So what do I got to do?
If you head up top, they'll tell you what you can do. This goes to like the item and materia shop. And then there's another ladder down there on that middle level over to the left where you can climb up to the very top of the reactor.
Okay. And yeah, you're right. It looks like they just have materia I already have access to, so let's go over here.
There you go. All right, he's going to explain the strategy. Can't because we're broke.
Okay.
Yep. This can be an expensive minigame, but it's literally pay to win. So the more you contribute, the easier the minigame will be.
Okay.
So this is essentially a tower defense minigame.
Okay.
What's going to happen is you have a couple different types of soldiers, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can arrange them around the slopes of the mountain to stop the advancing Shinra troops from getting to the top. If you have any Shinra troops that do reach the top, then the party themselves will have to battle those soldiers.
Okay.
And of course, the less you can do that, the better.
Alright. I think that's simple enough.
Any help is appreciated. Okay, so now tell them to wait. Alright, so now you have time here, even though they're making it sound urgent.
Right.
That if you want to go back outside, grind a little bit of gil, and then come back and hire more soldiers, you can do that.
That sounds like a winning strategy to me. Because I'm not entirely sure that the money I have right now is going to do very much.
Like he said, if you want to hire 20 soldiers, you'll need 8,000 gil. Because it's 400 a pop. So you've already got about 3,000. You won't have to grind that much. And the benefit here, too, is that if you grind for the Fort Condor minigame, then you're going to level up a little bit with the party, too.
That's true, which means that any soldiers that do make it up to the shed, I can just wipe out.
Exactly. Plus, you'll be better prepared for future levels like Junon. And it's going to help you level up your, materia and your AP as well.
Right.
And then anytime that you get low on resources, just duck back into Fort Condor, climb up to that bedroom, and you can rest there for free.
Kind of wish there was an enemy lure materia.
Ha ha! There is.
Ah, well, okay then.
You just don't have it yet. But yeah, the purple materia are pretty diverse, actually. There is, in fact, an enemy lure materia, and there is also an enemy repel materia that reduces random encounters.
Oh, cool.
And I believe if you max both of them out, then what happens is, I think the enemy lure materia will essentially double your encounter rate, or maybe a little bit more. And the enemy away material, if you max that one out, it completely eliminates random encounters altogether, which is great.
Okay.
So, it's pretty awesome. I mean, all of the spell and summon materia are good in their way.
Oh, that's what that does.
Yeah, see what it is? It pulls everyone towards him. I was thinking it was a status effect, but yeah, so basically it messes up your order and puts everyone in the back row. Or in the front row, rather.
No, I think it changes their position. Because I thought I saw Cloud move back and everybody else move forward.
Maybe they did. It might swap them, but I was thinking it was just a pull. But it doesn't do it permanently, so you don't have to adjust it after the battle, thankfully. That would be super annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I loved all of the spells. I love all of the summons. I love what support materia do and the way you can combine them with various command and magic materia. But the independent materia...
I know an owlbear.
...are honestly, I think, just about the coolest because of, all of the passive stuff that they give you. And sometimes it's just a flat stat bonus, you know, like a bonus to luck or a bonus to magic. But sometimes it also... Ooh, that was nasty. But sometimes it also can, you know, add other passive bonuses like increasing the amount of money that you earn after battles, right? Or, of course, cover, long range, so on and so forth. There's even one that actually, if I remember correctly, it swaps your maximum HP and MP.
Oh, really? That could be very useful.
We'll encounter those as we go further into the game.
You don't happen to know if there's like a minimum amount of money that I can get that will just make me win this game, right? Damn, I really messed that one up, didn't I? Dang.
Oh, it's fine. I think when, like, the example that he gave where he said that you would need 8,000 gil to hire 20 soldiers, I think that is the most soldiers that you can hire, so 8,000 is probably your target.
Okay. I'm going to be here a long time then.
I'm not 100% certain of that, but I believe that that's the case. Now, do you need 20 soldiers in order to win the minigame? Absolutely
Probably not.
Yeah, absolutely not. It's just the more you spend on it, the more soldiers you can hire, the easier it's going to be, because then the more support that your soldiers have from like ranged attacks and stuff, that means that you're going to more easily defeat the Shinra soldiers trying to come up the slopes, and fewer of them are going to make it to the shed at the top. Maybe none. It is possible to get through without actually fighting any battles whatsoever.
I think I'm going to shoot for 4,000, because that'll be half what he suggested.
That's totally fair. And if you arrange them correctly, then you should be good. Because you'll still be able to hire 10 soldiers.
Another back attack, dang.
Yeah, these things are bad for that. This particular monster is also one that you'll want to come back later in the game. Not too much later, but a little later.
Yeah.
And you'll want to find this monster again because it has a blue magic skill that you're going to want.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Why can't I get it now?
Because it's a healing ability. So the monster refuses to use it on you. You will need to find a way to force it to cast the ability on the person who has the enemy skill materia.
Okay. Dang! Another back attack from these things. They
love those back attacks.
I mean, I'm not really scared, because it's not really that strong.
Yeah. Well, and when they use a magic attack on you, that's not going to get a bonus based on your positioning, because spells do full damage to people in the back row, so, like, it's whatever. Thunderbolts.
Ha! Dodge.
Nice. Very nice. Now, did you see how her attack animation changed?
It almost looked like she took her glove off and threw it.
It's because that creature, when it flaps its wings and rises up into the air like that, it becomes a long-range target. You can no longer hit it with normal melee attacks.
Like that, I forget what it was called, but the little flying robot I fought in the elevator.
Yep. And so that means that Texas can continue to attack it, whereas Cloud would not be able to hit it normally.
Alright, quick rest at the little inn over here, and then we're going to try this minigame out and see if I'm any good at it.
There you go. You give a save, and then the worst that happens is, if you flub the dub, then you can just load it. That's always an option. That is why we save. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And there are like 2 or 3 versions of this minigame, so I'm pretty confident that for this first one, because it's sort of almost a practice minigame for later on, that you... I know that you definitely do not need the full 8,000 gil that they recommended, for instance.
Right.
But I think that it's very winnable with like 4,000 or something.
Okay.
So you probably should not have too much trouble because it's going to be kind of forgiving the first time, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
All right, my guy. I've got enough money, so let's go.
All right. Okay. So, donate first.
He's got to tell me everything again.
Yeah,
Hold on.
he's got to go through the whole spiel. Funding.
Enough.
There you go. Okay, contribute gil. 15,000 right now. We need 3,000 for each battle. You can give him 3,000. You can't give 4, of course.
Right.
And you can give him another 1 if you want to, and that will be the total of 4. Okay. Alright, tell him okay, ready. $4,000 gil.
I just did, didn't I? Does he want another 4,000? I guess he does.
I guess so. I don't remember that being a... Well, it's been a while since I did this part. So I guess they do want a specific minimum.
So I'm gonna have to go out and get more money.
Yep.
Is there anything around here that is a quick
No,
source of money?
There's not really anything that you can do beyond what you're doing, no.
Okay. Well.
Just back to the grind.
Alright, I guess. I wish I had a materia that increased the money I got.
Yeah, unfortunately you don't get that one until later either.
Ooh, I like that one though. I want that.
Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, there's a beach. Let's go to the beach each.
I think you get that one, actually not too far from now into the game.
Hmm.
Well, you have the option. It's obviously an optional materia. So. But don't forget to try your Quake materia.
I already did. It does quite a significant amount of damage, especially to this guy.
Yeah, it does swap them. Okay. Boom. Earth spells hit hard.
I'm noticing that. I'm gonna be here a long time if I need 4,000 gil.
That's alright. That's what editing is for.
Yeah, but I can't edit real life. I still gotta do it.
That's what patience is for.
I ain't got none of that around here. Ow.
Yeah. These little things are nasty. Fortunately, about everything in this area goes down at around the same speed.
Okay, good. There it goes. Now, do you guys give me any more money?
Not too bad.
More than I was getting. Jolene, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. I'll go fight the serpent and get a whole bunch of money from it.
They actually really don't drop that much cash.
What?
I mean, comparatively speaking.
I mean, I guess where would it hold it all? It doesn't exactly have pockets.
Right, like, I think it's probably more than you would get from other monsters in the area, just because they're higher level. But for the amount of trouble you would have to go through to defeat one, it's not worth it.
Nice.
You will eventually have to fight a Midgar Zolom, though, like I said earlier. but you can come back and do it later.
That's one of those things where they force it on us, huh?
Yeah.
Anything in here? Oh, more of these things. Oh no.
Bunches of them. Ooh. Yeah, this is where Matra Magic's gonna come in really handy.
Ooh, fat
you got the
chocobo.
rare summon.
Oh no.
Congrats.
Oh, awesome. Just crush them all.
Yep.
That was great. I didn't know it would do that.
Yep, there is a small chance each time that you cast the
my
Chocomog
God.
summon that you will get the fat Chocobo instead. I think it might be 10%, maybe?
Well, what I'm really excited about is that gave me a bunch of money, so I'm going to stay here.
Yeah. And, of course, it does about twice the amount of damage, I think.
Ow. Ooh. Death blow?
That's the name of the normal attack.
Oh, okay. I just happened to catch it that time.
Yeah. Because, of course, all of the different summons, like the materia itself has a name and the creature that you're summoning has a name, but then when you actually summon it, the attack it performs has its own name as well. So yeah, you're getting quite a bit of money.
Okay, come on. Give me a lot more gil.
Let's hope. Ooh,
Dang.
from behind again. Those little things just look so weird and mean. Haha.
Almost got 2,000.
Yep.
This strategy is working. I'm not dead yet, and I've almost got enough money.
Those are sometimes all we can hope for in life. Well, I'm not dead and I have almost enough money. It's like, wow, things are working out. Especially in 2020. Like,
Oh, Lord.
honestly, that's pretty good for 2020, right? I'm not dead and have almost enough money.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you got the fat chocobo again.
Nice. Lucky.
And the same group of enemies, too.
I love that. I'm never
It's
going to
so
get tired
good.
of that.
It's so good.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Do that like a couple more times, please.
Closer and closer. Shouldn't take too much longer. Ah, those little ugly things. It's their creepy smiles that I hate the most. That and their tentacles, and their beady eyes, and their weird legs.
So everything.
Yes, everything. Now, if you use things like Seal Evil and Cross Slash, you will unlock their next level of limit breaks faster.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Probably want to use that a couple of different times then while I'm over here just grinding for money then. Help level that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now when you're doing this sort of mindless grinding is the perfect time to spam your limit breaks and do that sort of thing. And especially now when like everyone's HP is fairly full, Texas has, you know, restore all, and everyone is pretty close to full health. She's got high MP.
Right.
Clou has restore all. Oh, there you go. See?
Blade beam.
Blade beam.
That sounds nice.
Using the lower level limit breaks will give you points toward the new levels, just not as quickly. So if you're always using your highest level limit break, it will level up faster.
Okay.
Now you may want to go into your menu
Eh?
and go to limit, and if you want to use blade beam for Clou, you're going to have to equip it.
Oh, I see.
Yep. See? Set break level to 2. Blade beam is a long-range attack that strikes one enemy, and then it breaks up into pieces and hits other enemies for less damage than the first attack. So it hits multiple targets.
I don't hate that. We'll use that.
There you go. What that means is that if your limit break gauge has any pink on it, then it sets it to 0. Yeah.
Okay.
I love when the game gives us something we want, like right as we're talking about it. Missiles! Missiles away.
Didn't kill them this time.
Nice. That has gotten very powerful.
Kick them in the head.
Yeah, one more attack ought to do this for each of them. After the mantra magic, they shouldn't have too many hit points left.
Oh, yay, Texas leveled up.
Awesome. And you're very close to 4,000 gil.
Yeah, almost.
Just a
start
couple more
heading
battles.
back that direction, I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, of course, you made it all the way over there.
Absolutely, 100%. Of course that happened.
Of course. Well, no harm done. Mantra magic is pretty good, especially for, like, the MP cost as well. Oh. Boom.
Ow.
Yeah.
Kick it in the face.
You'll also notice, if you haven't noticed already, that when someone gets a limit break, when their bar fills up, their next turn comes extra fast.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that, actually.
Yeah, when it says that someone's limit break has filled up, watch their ATB bar, and you will see it like increase quite rapidly, and it tries to push them to the front of the action queue, so to speak, so that they can use that limit break and take advantage of it quickly. And that's because the game and the devs know that, you know, people like Jolene have healing limit breaks and defensive limit breaks as well. So sometimes you're looking for that big hit, but sometimes also you might need to restore health to the party or something similar, and they want to give that to you in a hurry when you earn it.
Okay. I got Fat Chocobo again.
Nice.
Man, I'm lucky with that.
Good stuff. Perfect. And it looks like you're going to come up on the amount of cash that you need right as it would probably become advisable to go in and rest too, because Jolene's MP is low.
Yep. I'm gonna do, I think one more battle should get me what I need, and then I'll go in and
I think so.
get this started.
Let's do it. Every time with the back attack.
It looks like it just wants to give me a big old hug.
Yeah, its wings look very soft. I like it. I would accept a hug from Zemzalet.
I think I would too, actually. It looks very comfortable.
Looks pillowy. Pillowy soft.
Alright, there we are.
Okay. You'll have no money left, but that's okay because resting at this inn is free. Yeah, when the second part of the remake comes out, some of these enemies in this part of the game are going to be a treat to see what they do with them. Like, for example, the Midgar Zolom.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
That's going to be terrifying.
That will be terrifying, and I am here for it.
Because it's already scary in, like, its little Lego form.
Yeah. But the Zemzalets, the Hell Riders, the Caperwires, enemies that are already either, like, terrifying or intimidating or off-putting or just plain weird. I can't wait to see what they look like as the remake moves forward, especially on PS5 graphics.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing that's happening, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that tasty, tasty ray tracing. Okay, let's get this party started.
All right.
Just head back up top.
Hey, old man, I got your money. Just chuck it at him.
And he
Gill
completely,
toss.
and he completely ignores you because he has to give you that whole spiel again. Oh, maybe not. Hey, okay. Contribute Gil.
So, no, I did that before, so do I need to do that, or?
Yep, he still needed, that's what you did it, right? You needed more money. So yeah, you got to contribute Gil and give him the rest of the money.
Okay.
3,000 for each battle. So give him 3,000.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this. And then
Another
1,000.
That's what he wanted. All right, tell him okay, ready.
I knew it. I'm loading that.
Yeah, I would, because that seems like
I knew he would do that. Okay,
that's
so...
BS. I don't know what he wants from you then.
Wait, do I need to do it that way, or...?
Yeah, you'll have to.
Okay.
That's the only way to load it as far as I'm aware.
Dang it.
That's alright, just go ahead and hit yes, don't waste time. We'll just boot it right back up and get in there.
I was afraid that was gonna happen. In my soul, I knew it was, and I let it happen anyway.
Well, that's alright, because, I mean, I didn't call it out either. You already gave him 4,000 gil, and now you've given him another 4,000 gil, and he just asked you for 4,000 more. And
it's like, this is just a pyramid scheme, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shinra aren't actually coming up the mountain.
Yeah, I don't...
You just wanted to extort me for money.
I don't know what his problem is. I hope he's not stuck in a loop.
No, I think if I just go to OK Ready...
Okay, there we go. He wants to deploy more attackers. 10 enemies. Alright, let's do this.
Whoa, okay.
Alright, so here's your battlefield, right?
Uh-huh.
This is your setup stage. You can review the battlefield and see where everybody's going to be coming from.
Okay, I see.
They're going to be coming up from the south. Now, some people have recommended in the past that you should set your troops further down towards the bottom of the map in order to catch enemies as they spawn. Personally, I have always had the most success by putting them towards the top, because then your archers and your siege units and stuff can like roll rocks all the way down the bottom of the mountain and catch people the whole way. You're basically attacking them well before they get to you.
Okay.
You can do whatever strategy suits you best.
What have I got here?
So here you go. Fighters are your neutral units, right?
Mm-hmm.
30 attack, 200 HP, 1 range. Then you've got your attackers. They have high attack, but they have less health. They're quicker than regular fighters. They attack beasts, which is what he said was coming, you know, but they lose to barbarians.
Okay.
Defenders are the opposite. They have low attack but high HP. They beat barbarians, but they lose to wyverns.
Okay.
Or wyverns. Shooters have a long range attack. Of course, they're good against wyverns, but they suck against beasts, so you want to put defenders or attackers between them.
Alright.
Repairers don't have very much attack power, but they will restore health for other units that are in front of them.
Okay.
There you go. Workers set bombs. They have low power themselves, but they set like mines and explosions that do a lot of damage. Stoners cannot move, but then they will roll siege rocks like all the way down in front of them through other units, and they actually have a longer range than the shooters. Catapults are even longer range.
Okay.
So basically, you'll want to have like your catapults in the back, then your stoners in front of them, and then your shooters in front of those, and then your melee units, whatever those are going to be. Like if you want to have defenders with repairers behind them, or if you want to have workers and so forth. Now, enemies, of course, will move up. Your units are going to move down. So
Right.
the stoners and the catapults don't move.
Right.
So if you want to play it defensively, you set those up at the top. But if you want to go and meet them, then that's what the fighters and the other soldiers are going to do, because they're going to be walking forward, advancing the whole time. The shooters will shoot as they move, the repairers will heal as they move, and so forth.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with some catapults and stoners then.
See?
Okay, I see.
Yep.
I see how this works.
Yeah, it's going to show you like how far away they can shoot. And wherever the finger is at when you open the menu, that's where you're going to spawn the units. So you'll show that's like the Shinra side. So below the bottom half, you won't be able to place units. There you go. Yeah, you may want to block those choke points. And they can come up in the middle as well.
Oh, can they?
Although they'll usually try and follow those paths. There you go. That's looking good. Remember to leave room for your melee units as well, though.
Okay.
All right. Looking good so far.
He said beasts were coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it means I want these guys.
Yep, attackers should help. And if you put some repairers behind them, then that will help to heal them.
I'm out of money.
Well, if this configuration doesn't work, you can always load it and try again.
Okay, well, let's try it.
See how it goes. I think to start the fight, yep, there you go. Here we go. You can adjust the speed as well. You can see your units. And you can see over there how many enemies are on the screen.
Yeah, I
So
see.
you've got 2 at this point. And you can see how far up the hill they've made it.
I should have set them a lot lower.
There they come. Weird little, like, fox turtle things. Sort of.
Fox turtle? What is this, Avatar? Oh, dang, wyverns.
Yeah.
I think this was a terrible configuration.
I think it was a worse idea to give that guy 4,000 gil before.
Yeah.
And then have to grind up 4,000 more. But we'll see. Ghostly beasts, alright.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on what your soldiers are doing there. should start seeing some damage here pretty quickly. Or pretty soon.
There we go. Encountered
Attacker
enemy.
2, yep. Yep, you get to control them and kind of tell them that they need to aim at a specific enemy and so forth.
Looks like the...
Uh-oh. You can alter the direction a little bit. It's already hitting him.
Yeah, so...
Oh,
Well, that ain't good.
lost that stoner. Oh, your attacker went down too. Of course, they told you there'd be beasts. They didn't say that there would be wyverns. Hey! You got that guy. Nice. You can maneuver them around and aim them at other enemies. They move pretty quickly, too. Yep. Showing a warning, so yeah, they're probably going to make it to the shed.
Yeah.
There you go. Can tell him to go over and intercept that that wyvern, maybe. Click on the wyvern itself, and you'll get the attack option. There you go. We'll see how he does. I think with this setup, like, some of them are definitely going to get to the shed, but you can handle it.
I think most of them are gonna get to the shed.
Enemy invasion, here we go.
Here I go. Honestly, it'd probably just be easier if they just sent me out there to fight them anyway.
That is an option. I mean, you can just let them all come to the top and just fight them yourself without spending any money. The problem is that they're fairly tough enemies.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that. Go down.
Yep. Boom.
That did nothing.
Yeah, for such an impressive animation, that was like a waste of everyone's time.
I'm gonna kick you back down the mountain. My lord, how much HP do you have?
At least he's not dealing that much damage, though.
Guess that's true.
This is your punishment for allowing them to get up to the top in the first place, you see.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So you basically have to fight, like, not a mini-boss, but just a really pernicious annoyance. On the other hand...
I got a claw. And a bunch of money.
Okay.
Alright.
No activity right now.
So, is that it for right now?
For the moment, that's it. If only because even if we're not done with Fort Condor, I think that we're done with the stream.
Oh, yeah. Time's snuck up on us, hasn't it?
So now is a good time to stop and take a break.
Yep.
And there will be a little bit more Fort Condor, and then we will be visiting Junon Harbor in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII. And so I hope that you will join us then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Same time, same place, guys.
Yep. Next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is Miami and New York time here in the U.S. And of course, Remember to follow me on social media.
Follow the Twitter, follow the Pillow Fort, and your Facebook. Right.
Yep. And of course, you can catch this video when I upload it on my YouTube channel tomorrow as well. So if you came in partway through the stream and didn't get to see all of it, then you can find the whole thing over there. And we will see you next time for more Final Fantasy VII. As always,
Thanks for playing.